A very happy morning, my dear students. Welcome back to this virtual online class of APPA Public School. I am your social science teacher, PAULSON Samson. So here, let me continue to, yesterday where I have left, right? So the grade 8, today's date, the last day of this month, that is 30th June 2021, right? Okay, so many are wishing me, and again, my dear students, yes, the chat window is on, right? Okay, please do not chat you among yourself the questions which I ask, so you need to answer, right? Hope so it will be an interactive session and you are also enjoying the same, right? Okay, the name of the chapter, that is from the political science, the Indian Constitution. Okay. So my dear students, yesterday when I have started, right? So I have shown you some of those pictures, and you have identified also where the picture was, like it was shoot, and some of you also identified who the personalities were there. Many of you have recognized Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. There was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. There was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, right? And again, some of those members of the Constituent Assembly, right? Okay. So now here, after that, so again, I have shown you the pic of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, right? So he is the father of Indian Constitution. In the local language, we call him as the Samvidhana Shilpi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, right? Okay, so many are wishing good morning, right? So I can see your chats. Okay, so now my dear students, yesterday I have also asked many of you to give me a simple definition of constitution. What do you understand by constitution? Many of you have given like a simple as set of rules, and some have said set of rules followed by a country, right? Set of rules followed by a country, and it should be followed by the respective citizens. Okay, so now again, I have also said about a society has some fundamental rules that makes it what it is and differentiate it from other societies, right? So now again, why does a country needs a constitution? So yesterday I have given you some of those explanations regarding why does a country. So today in depth we are going to go, and so I'm going to show you some of a storyboard which is in the textbook, right? So with that you can understand the need for a constitution, right? And one more important thing, my dear students, the country, there are many countries in the world which have its own written constitution, and also countries are there, very few countries whose constitution is not written, right? So we have a written constitution. Okay, so then yesterday also again explain about the monarchy rule, how the monarchy rule came to an end in Nepal. I hope you all have got it. Set of rules followed by. Okay, so I hope again Cristiano Ronaldo is again in this class. Okay, my dear students, let us start with this storyboard. Okay, so now my dear students, so this is a pic. You can see this is one of the pic, right? Okay, you can see, my dear students, right? I hope you too can read this, right? You can see there is a teacher. It's a classroom, a teacher, and there is a monitor. You can see this. Okay, so now I'm gonna read this storyboard for you. Okay, so it starts here, right? See here. Now here, this guy is the monitor of the class. He is the monitor of the class, and again he is targeting one of his classmate. In the absence of the class teacher, the class monitor will mind the class, right? So he has some grudge, or maybe some of the he want to avenge, right? So he gives a simple warning. Though that friend his classmate has not done anything, he's simply saying that I will report to the class teacher. In the meantime, when the class teacher comes, and again he gives the names to the class teacher who was, and then the class teacher punishes the guy whom the monitor has wrote the names on the board. Okay, so now here is one example. Here is one example. It means here now you can see the monitor is misusing his powers. Here in this storyboard, we can come to know, though this student has not done anything wrong, but the monitor has some grudge and he want to avenge. So he simply wrote his name on the board, and when the class teacher saw, and then afterward he punishes the boy who is innocent. Who is innocent. So now this is one of the storyboard. The next one, right? So do please remember, the first one storyboard is of a class monitor. Then the next one I'm going to show. Again, it is very small, so I want to come very close to the camera, right? So now here is examples of domination and majoritism. So now, my dear students, again, this is also a scenario of a school. Now you can see here there are boys and there are two teams, boys girls team, boys and as well as girls. So now the girls, they wanted to play a game. The boys also wanted, the both also wanted, but both wanted different game to be played at the same time, right? So now let me read this for. Okay, so for example, my dear students, you can see the balls. The girls are holding a ball, right? Hope so. It may be a basketball, right? It may be a throw ball game, right? So and the boys are holding a small ball, right? Okay, so now here the boys, they wanted to play cricket, and the girls, they wanted to play either it may be throw ball or you can say basketball. But whereas both cannot play at the same time, same time, right? So now at that moment, teachers comes in and take the initiation and try to sort out the issue. Now, what the girls wanted to play throw ball and the boys wanted to play cricket. So at this moment, the teacher, you can call the PT teacher, physical teacher, comes in the picture, and at the time he solves the problem by the voting. Like it means, so who are interested to play? How many of you interested to play cricket? Please raise your hands. How many of you are interested to play basketball, or throw ball, maybe on the other side? So now, as in this scenario, you can see, my dear students, like that this number of strength of the boys is more than that of the girls. Here, the strength of the boys is more than that of girls. It's the regular typical school, right? In many of the schools, we have the strength of the boys is maximum, right? So now here, in this case, the girls, when there is a majority, that the girls number is less when compared to boys, they are facing a problem because they can't play the favorite game they want to play. Always when there is a decision is made, right? So there was an arbitrary decision was made with this, the girls were unhappy or disappointed. So here in the second one, so I can say here, I will just explain later on. So just please note on, okay? Majority or majoritism. And now, my dear students, the final storyboard. Okay? The final storyboard. Okay. Do please. Okay. Someone said, Pramila Thoran, cricket. Okay. Please do not send any smileys. Okay. Just type it. Okay. I haven't asked you any questions. Do please. Okay. So now here, the students, this is the next storyboard. You can see this here. Okay, you can see the girl. Yes, I hope you two can read this. So now here there is a girl. Now, I hope, my dear students, many of you are watching the prime time serials. It may be you alone, or it may be your family, or maybe brother or sisters, right? Especially in the evenings, it starts from maybe many of those regional channels starts at 7 a.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. and maybe end at 11:30 or maybe 12, right? There are many of those prime time serials, right? So now this girl in this peak, it's the time for her favorite serial to watch, and also the next day she has got a test to be written, right? So now this girl is in a dilemma whether to prepare for tomorrow's test or to go and watch her favorite television show. This girl. So now at that time you can see here, these parents are sitting, they are watching, and she is also watching them. So now she is in a dilemma what to choose, whether to study for tomorrow's test, prepare for tomorrow's test, or else can I join my parents and go and watch. So now at the end she chooses and requests her parents, and she says the matter, and then she finally says, so one day can you please turn off the television so that I can concentrate on my studies, right? So that I can concentrate on my studies. So now here a good decision taken by girl. Her name is Shabnam. Okay. Now here in this, right, and I can get good marks in